In this video, I'm going to show you how to add a countdown timer in Webflow. Unfortunately, since Webflow doesn't support this functionality by default, what we need to do is use a third-party platform. Don't worry though, it's completely free and also very easy to set up. So the first thing I want you to do is to click the first link in the description of this video, which will take you to the Claspo platform. Once you've clicked to the link, this is the page they're going to see. From here, I want you to click on Start for Free, which will automatically take you to the sign up page of the Claspo platform. Here, what you need to do is decide how you want to sign up for Claspo. In my particular case, I'm going to go ahead and do that through my Google account. Once you're signed up, this is the page they're going to see. Now, before I show you how to create the exact type of countdown timer that you want and how to integrate it on your Webflow website, if you take a look on the left-hand side of the screen right here, you will see that by default, you'll be assigned to the free plan. If you just go ahead and click on that, I want to quickly run you through the usage and limitations of the free plan and show you a little bit more about what you can expect and see if it's the right plan for you or if you need to upgrade to a different plan. So when it comes to the free plan, the only limitations that you can expect is the number of page views they can get per month on your widgets. So if you plan to get more than 10,000 visitors on your Webflow website, then I recommend you to go ahead and click on upgrade plan right here to access the plans page. As you can see, this is what it looks like. This right here is the Pro 50 plan, which allows us to get up to 50,000 monthly page views. Then if you use the slider and you go to the right, you can access all the bigger plans. As you can see, here's the Pro 250 and so forth. So yeah, definitely take a look at all the plans available. Choose the one that best suits your needs. And if you'd like to save yourself some money, I would definitely recommend you to subscribe to your plan on an annual basis, as that will save you 25% of the total cost. And if you'd like to save yourself an additional 20%, you can also use my code at checkout, which you can find in the description of this video. Now that you know a little bit more about the different plans that the Claspo platform has to offer, let me show you how to create the exact type of countdown timer that you want and how to integrate it on your Webflow website. Now, the first thing you want to do here is go ahead and click on new widget on the top, and then you will see this pop up here. Here, what we need to do is choose whether we want to start completely from scratch or if you want to choose a template from Claspo's template library. I would personally recommend you to go for the templated option because all the templates are fully customizable anyway, and it's just going to save you a whole lot of time and effort. So that's the route I'm going to take. Once you've clicked on template library, this is the page that you're going to see. Here, you can access all the different templates that the Claspo platform has to offer. Now, what we want to do is go ahead and narrow down our options so we only see the templates that are relevant for us. What we want to do from here is go to the left hand side of the screen, and I want you to click the timer option right here. And then you can simply browse through the different templates and choose the one that best works for you. If you want to, you can also go ahead and browse all the different checkboxes here and make sure to tick the ones that are relevant for you. In my case, I'm going to leave this as it is because I've already found a template that I like. It's going to be this one. So I'm going to go ahead and click on it to select it. And then you automatically be taken to this page, which is where we can decide on the color scheme that our widget is going to follow. In my case, I don't want it to be purple. So I'm going to click on this color box right here. And then I'm going to go ahead and select a green color, just like this one. It looks pretty nice and clean. And then I'm going to click away and click on use this template. This will take you to the editor, which is where you can start customizing the countdown timer to your specific requirements. Now, in my particular case, I'm only recording a tutorial video, so I'm not going to make a whole lot of changes. I want to quickly show you what's possible. So for example, if you want to go ahead and delete a particular element, what we want to do is click on it to highlight it, and then go ahead and just simply press the backspace button on your keyboard. And as you can see, the component has been deleted. Now, to realign all the components here, what we want to do is also go ahead and delete this column. Click on it to highlight it, and then the backspace button again, and then as you can see, all the columns get realigned. Next up, we want to set the countdown timer. So what I'm going to do is click on the element right here to highlight it, and on the right hand side of the screen here, you will see the editor for this particular element. Bear in mind that the editor is going to be different for every single element that you click on, depending on the type. So for example, this one here is an image, then you have a text box, then you have a button here. As you can see, they're all different. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and click on my countdown timer right here, and then I'm going to click on setup time, and then I'm going to click on end time right here. Then in my case, I want my countdown timer to end on the 23rd of January. I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to go ahead and click on done. Of course, make sure to customize this to your specific requirements. I'm quickly just showing you what's possible. And as you can see, it's automatically updated. Now, when it comes to customizing the countdown timer, it's not just about editing or removing different elements. You can also add additional components to the countdown timer as well. So if you go on the left-hand side of the screen here, you will see the add component section. Here, you can add columns, you can add general sections like text, containers, images, floating images, and so forth. For example, in my particular case, I want to add some social media buttons to my pop-up. I'm going to go ahead and drag this social box and place it anywhere that I want within my pop-up. In my case, I'm going to put it right here here above the countdown timer. And as you can see, here are my social media icons. In my particular case, this doesn't look too great. So what I'm going to do instead is go ahead and delete them. And I'm actually going to place them right here instead of this image. I'm going to delete the image and then I'm going to place the social media icons right in this container here. And as you can see, that looks much better. Then what we want to do is provide the links for every single social media platform. That way when somebody clicks on the Instagram logo right here, they'll be taken to my Instagram account. The last thing you want to do in my particular case is decide on the positioning of my banner. As you can see, in my particular case, it's a banner, so I get to choose whether I want it on the top or on the bottom of my website. In my case, I'm going to have it on the top. And that's all the customizations that I'm going to make in my particular case, but definitely spend some time here, create the exact type of countdown timer that you want. And once you're ready to move forward, go ahead and click on save in the top right corner of the screen right here. Once you've done that, you will then be taken to the triggering section, which is where we can decide when and how the pop-up, in my particular case, is going to appear on my Webflow website. So in terms of display frequency right here, I want there to be no limits whatsoever. So I'm going to click on do not limit. And then I'm going to go to when to display. In my case, I don't want there to be any conditions. I want the pop-up to be displayed immediately. So that's the option that I'm going to choose. Then I'm going to click on next in the top right corner of the screen. In terms of integrations, I'm not going to set any up. I'm going to skip this part and click on done once more. And just like that, a countdown timer is almost ready to go. The last thing you want to do here is go ahead and change the status of it. Currently it's set to unpublished. We want to go ahead and publish it. Then click on save in the top right corner of the screen. Once the status of your widget is set to published, if you go on the left hand side of the screen, I want you to click on the script button right here. This will take you to the script section, which is something that we need to copy in order for the widget to work on a Webflow website. So right here, you will see your script tag. Make sure to click on copy code and let's head over to Webflow so we can start integrating it. Now, as you can see, I'm already in my Webflow editor right here. And what I want to do is go to the top left corner of the screen and click on this plus button, which also says add elements. Click on that. And then I want you to search for code right here. Go ahead and click on that. And then you'll see this box appear. Simply paste the code we just copied previously and then click on save and close. Then go ahead and click on publish in the top right corner of the screen, publish to selected domains. Give it a couple of seconds and then click on this button right here to preview our Webflow website. And then as you can see, here is my countdown timer right on the top. It looks super nice and clean. And as you can see, it's also fully interactive. And that's about it. That's how to add a countdown timer in Webflow. If you have any questions, please let me know down in the comments below and I'll do my best to help you out.